University of Kentucky swimmer Riley Gaines has been speaking out about, this is according to the Daily Wire, by the way, speaking out about University of Pennsylvania swimmer Leah Thomas, a biological male, and stated that when the college women competed against Thomas at the NCAA championships, they were not forewarned that Thomas would be sharing the locker room with them and undressing in front of them. So Gaines spoke with Tucker Carlson and was talking about, at first, just the atmosphere at the championships, which happened at Georgia Tech a couple of months ago. She said people just weren't talking about it, and so we get to the NCAAs, and it was at Georgia Tech, and so we get there, and the environment is nothing like I've ever seen before. It was so almost edgy, like people didn't really know what to say, who to say what to, or how to feel. And from here, we'll go to the clip where she tells the rest of the story and what happened at the event, and especially in the locker rooms. Let's listen to that.
And then that night, we watched Leah Thomas win a national title and blow all the other females completely out of the water. And that next day, we came back, and the mood had shifted to where people were mad. The girls, there were tears. These poor 9th and 17th place finishers who missed out on being named an All-American. There's extreme discomfort in the locker room. There's, kind of these grumbles of...
Was he wandering around the women's locker room?
Yeah. And that's not something, we were forewarned about, which I don't think is right in any means. Changing in a locker room with someone who has different parts.
So they just set a dude loose in your locker room and didn't tell you?
Exactly. And so I feel like to have that kind of forced upon us, so not only were we, forced to race against a male, we were forced to change in the locker room with one. And so it's just this feeling of like, what is happening? Like, honestly, like, is this really happening?
Shalom, this is your brother Yonathon. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And I want to say shalom to all the brothers and, of course, the few sisters who are pursuing this truth in sincerity. All right? May the blessing of election be upon your house. Let's read Isaiah 29:16, and we'll go from there. It reads, "Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he hath no understanding?" Now you got to be careful with this topic when we're talking about the Autobots and the Decepticons. Okay? This is being pushed on you by the wicked for it to be normalized. Things are being turned upside down. Those same perverse spirits in Sodom and Gomorrah are very prevalent today. And it's deteriorating the West. It's deteriorating this Western society. Things like this vibration is a common thing when you see kingdoms fall. Let's read Isaiah 29:16 in the NLT, right here on the right. Okay? It reads, "How foolish can you be? He is the potter," talking about the Most High, "and he is certainly greater than you, the clay." And Esau, in his mind, he sincerely thinks that he can be greater than the Most High. Very proud. That's why in Jeremiah 50 it calls him the most proud. "O thou most proud," right? Then it goes on to say, should the created thing say of the one who made it, he didn't make me? And that's that vibration that's on the Decepticons. They'll say, or people that are part of the Color Coalition. They'll say, "Well, I was born this way. The Lord put me. I'm this in the wrong body," or the Lord made a mistake. I'm really this. That's basically them saying, "Oh, the Lord didn't make me," or "He didn't have understanding." They think they know better than the Most High. So these perverse spirits, we're seeing, the hopeful elect. We're seeing what the end of wickedness is. We're seeing where it can go, what it can lead to here on this side. All right? in the NLT on the right, where it says he didn't make me, that's where we're continuing on. He didn't make me. Does a jar ever say to the potter who made me? So like, does a jar ever say the potter who made me is stupid? No, it doesn't. But this devil, that's how it's going into the outlandishness that he has, man. And he's going to continue in this. There's no repenting for him. He's not even going to repent. It's not in his programming to turn from his wickedness. And it tells you that in the book of Revelation. All right, so we go to Revelation, the 9th chapter, and this is going through World War I. But at the bottom, in 21, it says what? All right, it says, neither they repented of their murders, nor of their sorceries, nor of their fornication, nor of their thefts. It's not in their programming to repent or to change. Okay? And when the wicked are let loose into the earth and they're left to their own devices, man, evils are multiplied. When they took over as the Greeks, after the leopard went down, after Alexander the Greek or Alexander the Creep or the Freak went down, after he died, his 4 generals, man, they placed crowns upon themselves and evils increased in the earth, man. It got real freaky. Let's go to that real quick. It's First Maccabees 1. And we'll start at 7. So Alexander, and this lets you know this is a history book. And they took the Apocrypha out, man, because it makes the Bible pretty much irrefutable, man. There's so much history in it. Okay? Verse 7. So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died. And his servants bear rule, every one in his place. He had his 4 generals. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years. And evils were multiplied in the earth. So even here is giving you a inkling as to who the wicked is. All right? And it gives you more documentation of the actual people. In verse 10, it says, and there came out of them a wicked root, Antiochus, surnamed Epiphanes, son of Antiochus the king, who had been in hostage at Rome, and he reigned in the 137th year of the kingdom of the Greeks. So much history and documentation. But this is a common theme with them. The roles of the sexes become in question. With the Greeks, that was a thing. With the Romans, that was a thing. And here in Babylon, America, in this society, man, it's a thing. This is not the order of the Lord. You see? And when upon the Lord's return, this vibration, this train of thought is going to be cleansed from the earth by fire. And what, especially the women, but what people are coming to realize, man, this devil has had you people in a trick bag with the philosophy, the ways that he's pushed on you. You're realizing that it's not for your benefit. It only brings strife. It only brings turmoil. It only brings destruction. It only brings confusion. Only brings the breaking down of the nuclear family. Only brings unfulfillment. People are trying to fill this hole with something, especially our people, whether it be fame and success, notoriety, money, and they go to serve all these other guys to get it. But they still come up empty. They still feel unfulfilled. When it's quite simple, man. Seek righteousness, seek meekness, so that you may be here in the day of the Lord's anger. You seek the Lord, man. All the things that you need is going to be added unto you, and even on a level you never seen upon His return. Why avoid all that for a quick fix? And our people, man, they don't have foresight. They want that instant gratification. The best food that you'll have, man, is food that, time was taken with it. It was marinated. It was, But everybody wants everything so fast. Really, and not realizing that they're only hurting themselves in the end. And we touched on that Tuesday at camp here in Dallas. But yeah, man, just a quick lesson, man. Lord willing, you got something from it. I saw that clip. I figured I'd share it with you guys, man. The correlations, man. If you there's that article that Elder Yashwamba posted like a year ago, talking about the parallels between ancient Rome and Babylon the Great, man. And it's spot on. Same shit they was doing back then, they doing it now, and it's those same spirits. But this time, man, when they fall, that's it. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, and our kingdom is going to be an everlasting one. So they're in a race to establish their new world order, but the Lord is really establishing his. All right, so with that being said, I want to give all praises once more to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and I want to say shalom to all the brothers, and of course the few sisters who are pursuing this truth and sincerity. All right, may the blessing of election be upon your house. Shalom.